What's up, everybody, and welcome back to a very special episode of Mommy Confessions. My name is That Chick Angel, and if this is your first time viewing or listening to this show or podcast, what's going on? Where you been? You should have been here a long time ago, okay? Because we have a very good time. But I want to do something really special today, so I'm going to stop talking, and I'm going to let my very good friend, Sharzad Kiade, please introduce the show. Take it away.
Welcome back to the Mom's View, everybody. My name's Sharzad, and joining me today is Colette, Kaylee, Carly, and Angel. Woo, 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 woo. What are we talking about today, ladies?
What are we talking about?
Pregnancy must-haves, tale of two bumps, nausea.
All of the things. For those of you all who don't know this, I was one of 5 people that got to be a part of a very phenomenal show that was started by 3 women that just so happened to be related all through marriage, Colette, Kaylee, and Carly. And when they revamped the show, they brought on 2 little spicy senoritas, me and Sharzad, and we participated in one of the top viewed mom shows online for, what was it, 3 years, ladies? How long was it that how was it?
Maybe 2?
No, it was more than 2. I felt like I was there for forever. It was like 3. It was like I got there in 2012 and then we finished in 2015. Yeah, so.
I can't remember.
Oh, Sharzad, I can barely hear you.
Oh, let me get closer.
Get your mic. Yeah. So I want everybody to really quick go around and introduce yourselves, and I'm trying to think, what's a little fun. Okay, this is what we'll do. This will be fun. You're going to introduce yourself, and then you're going to give a fun fact about the next person that's going to talk. So I'll go ahead and introduce myself. And my name, like I said, is That Chick Angel. I'm the host of Mommy Confessions, a previous host of the Mom's View. And this next lady has 5 kids. And there's 2 of us. There's two of you all who have 5 kids. And let me see, what's the other fun fact? Lives on a big old farm in the middle of the country, or used to live on a big old farm in the middle of the country. That only applies to 1, right? Or does this still apply to 2 people?
No, I think it's just 1.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, Colette Butler.
Hi. Hi, I'm Colette. Used to be Katie on YouTube. I am now Colette Katie. So sometimes it's hard to find me, so I just got to throw that out there. Okay, what was I supposed to do? Fun fact about me?
Fun fact about the person that that's going to come up after you.
Okay, does it matter who?
No.
I go to? Okay. Let's see. Fun fact about, okay, so this person, I think I'll just give it away right away if I just, this person I met at the beginning of once we started and added more people at the beginning of the Mom's View. And I remember the first time I saw her, I thought she was beautiful and very exotic looking, and her personality just made the whole room light up. And I was so grateful. I'm getting emotional. This is not going to happen today. I knew it would. Anyways, Sharzad, I love her so much. And she brought so much life to the Mom's View when she came on. And I know it was difficult because, we kind of had started already. And so people were used to the 3 of us. Mm-hmm. And so when we added more people, they weren't always kind, but people warmed up really fast to her because she's amazing. So awesome. So Sharzad!
I'm so happy. I'm going to try not to cry because, you guys make me emotional. It was a short time we were together, but damn, that was meaningful. It just created so many really important memories in my life. But anyway, fun fact. Okay. When I think of this person, I can get super emotional because I feel like we shared so many special milestones together. We were pregnant at the same time, her with her 3rd, me with my 1st. I feel like I became the mom that I am because of you ladies, and really from sitting next to you, Kaylee.
Sorry.
Look at these little, they're just a crying, weeping willows. Yay, Kaylee.
I love you, Charzan. Oh man, thank you so much. I feel the same about you, and I can't even think about you without crying. Okay, well, I get to introduce Carly, who is my sister. I met her, 20 years ago.
Wow.
And I knew right then that we were supposed to know each other and have our lives together. And she is so fun. She makes everyone around her happy. She cares so much. And I love you. So I'm happy I get to introduce you.
So nice. So wait, do I get to introduce Angel?
I guess you can just give a fun fact. I don't know what it'll be, but let's see.
Let me get my list. I'm gonna roll it out, okay? What I remember of Angel and the things that really stood out to me were, not only was there was like a period of time when we were filming quite a bit for the Moms U, a lot of branded content and some fun side projects, and really just trying to dig in and develop the show. And it took a lot of time. Not only did she pour her entire self into that period and time for the Moms U, she was freaking pregnant with twins. Not if you've ever been pregnant with one, it's hard enough but two, and just so like pregnant and rocking it. Oh, but that's not all. She also had her other boys that she was taking care of, running back and forth to track practice in school, and she was going to school herself. Were you getting your master's?
Yeah, I got my second master's. I forgot that happened.
Dedicated master's. Okay, and I'm like just trying to like keep myself alive. And Angel's like, okay, I'm just getting my second master's. So to me, I just remember really looking up to you because, like, when I think of boss mama, like, that's 100% who you are and what you embody. And it was really inspiring to work alongside of you. It made me feel like I really needed to get my shit in gear, get myself together.
That's so sweet. Oh, you guys.
Does this remind you of that Christmas episode we did?
Yes.
I cried.
I couldn't talk. Kaylee and I, you were my person then too. And I was just like, Kaylee, I love you. Okay, Kaylee, I'm gonna try this again. You are one of the most beautiful, genuine people I have ever met. Sharing my journey into motherhood with you is something that I will treasure for the rest of my life. Every day you teach me about the kind of mom I want to be. Okay, hold on, there's more.
I feel like meeting this person has changed my life. I'm so grateful for you, Angel.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you very much. I want to hug you too.
Colette. I am thankful for Colette because she is unashamed of who she is and what she believes. Since I have known her, I have never heard her regret any of the things she has said or done. She stands firmly behind her actions, making her a woman of her word. More importantly, she is a godly woman.
Carly, I couldn't even write anything without crying because you mean so much to me. Okay, let me just read what I have because then I'll just start rambling.
I'm so grateful for your example as a mother and how tenderly you love your squish, your smudge. I know you were a little bit worried about being a mom, but that little boy just lights up your face, and it's so endearing to see how much you just love him and that you were always meant to be a mother. You can see it in your eyes. You're just so good at it. Even if you are the fun mom.
I don't know, something about Kaylee makes me cry happy tears.
I love you. Same. Seriously, if someone says your name, I'm like, I love her.
I feel like we've been in a time machine. We all look so much the same. The only difference is Colette's hair is lighter.
Oh no.
So as you all can probably tell, we had a really special bond in the years that we worked together. And it was something that I don't think could ever be recreated. But we're going to try to recreate some of the love now by bringing up some of our, I guess, favorite moments on the Mom's View. Things that if we could bring that one moment back, what would it be? I will start because mine is fresh on my heart, and it was such a fun time. Doing the baby swag video was epic. Yes.
I got so much baby swag, you better make way. Hit up Babies R Us almost every single day. I get free shipping on diapers.com. Don't step to me, I got Amazon, Mom. When it comes to buying gear, you know I'm mad skilled. Ain't no item on my registry that hasn't been fulfilled. With my baby, be on, cause that's how I roll. With my bugaboo, cause that's how I stroll. I got a closet full of onesies and those sleepers with the feet. Doesn't matter cause it's stuff that they'll grow out of by next week. Living large with my baby swag in my pimped out nursery. From my bassinet to my diaper bag, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. Living large with my baby swag in my pimped out nursery. From my bassinet to my diaper bag, ain't nobody gonna mess with me. Bounce with my Fisher Price bouncer. Bounce with me, with my jumperoo. Bounce with my Fisher Price bouncer. Bounce with me, with my jumperoo. Now here we go, yo, with my snap and go and my great coat, yo. Now we ready to roll. Don't step to me, cause my posse's got my back. Rolling deep with Freddie Firefly and Sophie the giraffe.
Sharzad was making it rain diapers. Like Colette was wrapping her butt off. Carly, were you there?
No, Rudy's.
Oh my, that's what I was like, wait a minute. As I was going through my memory, I was like, wait a minute, where the hell was Carly? But me and Carly got to do a whole nother rap video, which was for, what company was that for?
It was the Don't Text and Drive.
Don't Text and Drive. It was the first time we got to work with a fisheye lens.
Here we go. I put that car seat up, pop it and lock it. Keep my eyes on the road and my phone in my pocket. Stop at the sign, all the ladies drive by. Then I feel a at the top of my thigh. My husband be buzzing, but I ain't gotta respond. I already made dinner, mowed the lawn, and bought a gift for his mom.
Yeah, it's her mother-in-law's birthday this Saturday.
Respect!
We won't be distracted by your text.
We got them chores on lock, and our children adore us. Someone hold my twins, we about to drop the chorus. Feel me, put your hands on the wheel, we really need both those eyes up on the road.
Keep your hands off your phone,
or stay out of the mom
The whole
zone.
world is the mom zone.
And like rap down. Just the rap videos in general were so much fun because when else do you get to be Eminem? When else do you get to be Snoop Dogg in life with your kids?
When else do you just like get to be me trying to rap in a video? Like I talk so slow.
I know. But what was crazy, it just seemed like more and more brands wanted us to do that. They were just like, and then if we could do a music video about Crocs, that would be great too.
Done with the dishes, stretching the bin. Now we got a pack as I'm packing twins. We hopped in the car and the kids okay, and head to the plane, but our plane's delayed. Holidays, 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 weekend. Oh, what fun it is to fly, but our pilot must have quit. Holidays, 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 weekend. The plane's delayed. Well, I guess we'll stay. What a way to live. Now that you're stuck here, let's have a little fun, cause Christmas is much better lying in the sun. So come on, let's all chill and strut that baby swag. But first pass me the daiquiris in that diaper bag.
I'll stay here in the shade with sandcastles and sticks.
Do you want a daiquiri?
After this quick pick.
Holidays, 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 weekend. Oh, what fun it is to laugh
On the beach with all these chicks.
Holidays, holidays, holidays.
Like it was
Right.
so many freaking music videos. It was just like, what is going on? But low key, like all I've ever wanted to do in my life is do music videos. So the fact that it took me being on a mother's show for that to happen, like I don't even know, are those still up? Because I know you all, the Mom's View is under you all's ownership. Are those videos still up?
Yeah.
Yeah. they're
Oh
still
my
there.
God. Oh, I'm definitely linking all these goddamn music videos in the bio because I have to say, Colette killed it in Baby Swag. Like,
Oh,
went
yeah.
hard in the paint. And Shahrzad, you could tell she had just been waiting to have a gat in her, like, in her back pocket to hold at the screen like this. It was just so much fun. And it was like to just be able to have, I'd never been in a job that I was able to have that much fun with people that I honestly like. And not just you all, like I loved the crew. Like we worked with some of the sweetest people that I felt like embraced us for who we were individually. So yeah, that was those music videos. Oh, they killed me every single time.
Dude, if there's a brand listening, we will do round 2. Get us
Oh,
in
absolutely.
together. You know, Colette wasn't at this one, but the Ford commercial, is that the one we're talking about? Oh, no, that one was just so fun. You know, the Quaker one, we had our own trailers.
Because it was a SAG, y'all got to experience what it's
And I was like,
SAG.
oh my, I've made it. Like I am no longer a minion. I am a real person. My name is on a freaking trailer. So start filling it with only white flowers and green foods and we're good. Yeah. I peaked early, guys. I peaked way too early. But
Rayleigh, can you bring me your backpack, please? Yes, Mom. We're here. I'm in the kitchen. So, ladies, what's your pleasure this morning?
I want something different.
I can't decide if I want something nutritious or sweet.
If it's not totally nutritious, I feel guilty.
Little Marcus does not do nutritious. He takes after his father.
We could enjoy this.
Quaker warm and crunchy granola?
That's new. Any good?
Wait till you taste it. It has the warm hardiness of oatmeal, but with a delicious crunch.
You guys, this is delicious. Who knew oatmeal could be crunchy?
Even little Marcus is gonna love this.
And even if he doesn't, that just means more for you.
I think I need one more bowl.
But yeah, I always reference the Ford shoot because I don't know if you guys remember this the way I do, but we were doing the scene where we're walking, looking at all the stuff, you know, that the schools were doing, and a ladybug landed on my tooth. And you three, Angel, Kaylee, Carly, all like, you looked at me and you all like couldn't even speak because there was a bug on my tooth. And I feel like you all just were like, and I was like, what? And like, as I said that, I ate half the freaking ladybug. I tasted it. I remember it. I was so like repulsed. I don't even eat chicken, and then I ate a ladybug, and then there was like the taste was really bad. I started scraping my tongue. I was like flapping my head up and down. It was just so funny. I mean, I took about 4 layers of skin off my tongue that day.
Your local Ford dealer shows up with a tent plus banners, t-shirts, giveaway items, and a bunch of cars. You can sign up and try them. And each time somebody goes for a spin, Ford makes a $20 donation. But enough talking, let's get it poppin'.
Now we racking up cash, just cruising around. We're buckled up so we don't have to buckle down. No pressure, no mess, full of fun, less stress. It's time to chill and let your head rest. All other fundraisers can take a back seat. We got it on lock, all the money we need for mascot costumes to hype up the fans and brand new instruments for the band. What a bright idea. Let's get it in gear. Our goals are closer than they might appear. Ford in schools, what a powerful fusion. Let's get the system booming.
I remember too, Angel was like trying to help you. All I could do was laugh and I felt so bad. And Angel was like, and I was like, it's gonna be okay, but laughing. It was so funny.
Oh God, Shahzad lost it.
Cameras were rolling though, because I feel like that would have been if that part was just captured on film, I probably could have retired by now, guys.
Yes.
Oh my
on viral. Anyway.
It was, I remember you lost it so bad and we were just trying to make you feel better. It was just like, it's a delicatessen in some places to eat buff. It's not.
Yeah, I remember. You were like, you're going to be lucky forever. Some people, they just land on them and they have good luck. You ate one. You should have great luck.
Right. Ever. Kaylee,
Yeah.
what's one of your favorite memories?
I loved doing the Real Housewives of YouTube. That was so fun, so short-lived, but it was so much fun. And that was Angel. That was all Angel.
That was so fun. You all embraced those characters like nobody's business. Like, I remember being able to make the joke that Carly's husband looked like a male Megan Fox because he had the pouty lips and the beautiful eyes and the dark hair. I was like, he's gorgeous. Okay, just like Megan Fox. Yeah,
I forgot about that. He is a. This set looks like $1 million. Is that new, honey?
Yeah, I made it on my channel last month.
On a channel.
I have known Kaylee for many years now, and one thing I know very well about her is
She lies. Kaylee lies all the time. But please, you guys, don't tell her that I told you. I don't want her to know.
Kaylee Butler couldn't do arts and crafts if her name were Joanne Michaels. DIY, more like LIE.
All right, bye, guys. I'm leaving. Colette, I'm gonna leave now.
Okay. Oh my God, this new piece is beautiful. Kaylee, did you make this?
Yep, I did.
I know, because you always put the nice barcode to make it more professional.
Really? That thing looked like it was bought at some godforsaken Piggly Wiggly. It was barbaric. Ugh.
I just love crafting, and I'm really good at it. For instance, I made this chair, I made that lamp and the light bulb, I made that camera. Really, I'm serious.
When people see me, they think Idaho. Nope, Ida Queen Bee.
I remember Colette's line, when people think of me, they think of Idaho. No, Ida Queen Bee. I loved her delivery of that line. Oh man, thanks for bringing that back up, Kaylee, because I forgot all about that. Huh?
On the last episode, didn't you were like playing this character that was really airheaded, and then at the end you were like, what they don't know is that you had like this whole plan and then it ended.
Now, if I could just figure out Angel's secret.
Colette keeps asking me what I ate to make twins. Out of all the ladies, she should know how babies are made. Did she forget that quick? It's so weird. But if she thinks I'm gonna tell her the plans behind my takeover, she's dumber than I act. When people see me, they think Kentucky. But no, shoot, it doesn't work with Kentucky.
I want to know, what was the plan?
I have no idea.
Like, no, we need more.
I know, that was so fun. We were planning Carly's bridal shower with all license-free music. That's what. Oh, so Carly, what was one of your favorite memories?
I kind of like the Ford shoot, what Shart kind of add to piggyback what Sharzad was saying, like when we got to ride in the car on the back of the semi, and I fell asleep in the back of the car like a child. I literally passed the F out for like 20 minutes, and Kaylee's like, you gotta wake up, we're doing the shoot. Because they were trying to figure out where to drive or whatever, but we're like in this really comfortable leather car. It was warm. We've been filming all day, and I was like, we're not driving, so we could just pass that out. But I fell asleep for like 20 minutes in the back of the lazy on the job.
Well, the shoots are so long. You don't realize like how much goes into every different thing until you're doing it. And so that's okay.
I felt bougie. Like we'd made it. We're like, we were doing like the thing they do in Hollywood where you're on the back of the car, but you're like making. Thought that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
Let me tell you, y'all know I've done enough like national commercials. We were treated to a whole nother like level of wonderful standard at the Mom's View versus some of the regular national commercials. Like we were treated like royalty.
Yeah.
Loved it.
It's so good.
So a lot has happened in the past 5 years. So 2015 to 2020. So all of us were at different places in life when we left the Mom's View. What would you say is something that has changed in your life since we last left? Like, I obviously have another child. Like, I mean, some of us have more than another child. Carly's been out here just getting in.
I was engaged and I've since been married. I now have 2 more babies. So I literally have like tripled my family in the past 5 years. I just got it in, got it done, you know, not messing around with my Megan Fox husband.
I get it. What's been different with you, Sharzad?
I mean, added another baby, bought my first house, you know, lost my mom, went through so much emotional ups and downs, but, you know, found gratitude to be more important in my life than ever. Like, in all seriousness, I'm so grateful for my life and the people in it. And I'm so grateful for Michael finding his true passion and creating a bourbon brand. It's been like the most exciting thing. And I've never been more attracted to him because he's so motivated every day. And he's just really excited when he wakes up. And I feel like I've had to have that. I've gotten that really fun, creative outlet job where I've gotten to live out my, you know, sort of wildest fantasies and get paid and work with fun people. And he never got to really do that until the last year and a half. Well, it's been a year and a half of work and excitement, and it's all like coming to fruition, like really just even in the last 2 weeks. And it's just really exciting. So that's good. And, you know, now I'm a homeschool teacher, like I'm sure you guys are, which is great. Grateful for that. But, you know, I mean, life is good. I have no complaints on my end. I'm a happy camper. I have a lot of good people in my life, and yeah, things are good, you know, today. So could be a different story tomorrow, but I put makeup on today. I got a nice little dress on. I ate my salad. I didn't have ice cream for breakfast. I didn't have pot stickers today. So we're getting back on track with like being just like a little bit more normal now. So that's good. Yeah.
What about you, Kaylee? What's been different for you?
I had another baby.
Yes, you
my
did.
little Layla. Oh, it was just the greatest. But at the same time I had Layla, I also had a teenager. And so like the 4 kids was a lot, and the teenagers been a lot. And so, you know, navigating all of that and just trying to figure things out. It's hard. I've also done a lot of like checking in with my mental health and my physical health. I've definitely worked really hard on those things, and just, figuring out, who I am, the way I see things for myself. And that's been really big. And yeah, I'm running my YouTube channel by myself, which wasn't the case when we were doing the Mom's View. That's been a learning process. And yeah, things are good too today. Things are good. We just finished up homeschooling, so we're done with that. It's all passed, so my job is done.
Yeah.
Now I hadn't talked. I'm about to get to Colette. I hadn't talked to Kaylee and Carly in forever. Me and Colette, Sharzad, I see twice, 2 to 3 times a year, and Colette I've seen a couple of times within the 5 years we've been gone. And Colette, I definitely feel like the last time I saw you face to face, I saw Colette 2.0. Are we still at 2.0? Are we at 3.0? Like, truly, I had seen an evolution in a woman. So where are you at in the 5 years? Where do you feel like you are in your evolution?
Oh, thank you, Angel. That is a good question. I feel like when you were saying, well, where have you been? And I'm like, I feel like my life has taken like a 180, then a 360, then like a 720. Like I'm all, but honestly, like I think the best way to describe it is like a rebirthing. Very much so. And it's kind of ironic that we're talking about this on the Mom's View, because I think as a mom, when you I hate to say that you lose yourself, but because you don't completely lose yourself. But when I became a mom and a wife, and just like I loved my life and I loved it, but you get to a place where things change, and I realized like who I was then was like a tiny bit of who I truly am. And I'm so like the things I've been through in the last 5 years, I'm honestly so grateful for, because I'm in a different place today. And I mean, other things are crazy, like my kids are growing up, and I've got a teenager that will be 17 in December, and it's just like, whew. But I think I'm more present with them. I'm on this self-love journey that I didn't know I would be on at this point, that has totally transformed me. And I am so excited for the future and the things that I'm working on. Like I finally, after all this time, like I did music, back we did the baby swag and I did things on my channel, but like my voice has changed, and I think that's because my heart has changed. And I'm just like really excited to come back. So I will be posting like on my channel soon with music, and like I have notebooks full of content that I'm just need to turn that camera on. So.
I see a book, Colette.
Oh, there's a book.
Really? Good. Because I meant to say that the last time we talked, that I really feel like you could have a book that would be like informative for a lot of people, I see that.
And I'm throwing that out there into the stars. I haven't started yet, and it could be a few years, but that's definitely on the vision board.
I see that for you, for sure. For sure.
So what's the thing? Can you all hear me?
What about you, Angel?
Me?
You had a baby. What else?
Yeah, I had a baby.
What else, Angel?
I had a baby. I sold a house, bought another house, lost my hair. My hair grew back. I don't know. I guess my evolution is a little bit slower, so it's hard sometimes to like be able to reflect on how different I am, because it's been like a slow like shift for me. But I'm getting ready to turn 40, and I am, and I'm elated about that. There's something about, there, as women, we're always told to try to stay young, and granted, I still feel young, but we don't embrace the aging part of our life. And I'm I am truly embracing 40 like no one's business. Like, I'm so excited about it. I never thought I'd be in a household of all boys, and the fact that that's happening is like blowing my mind a little bit. But just making sure that, yeah, I don't think I'll ever lose myself in them, because I like myself enough that I'm not about to get rid of me. But I do feel like I am trying to figure out what's most important to me and not trying to do all the things. And that, I think, was just, it was hard. I'll say for me, and we'll have everybody else answer this, when the Mom's View like went away from LA to the point where I could really participate, it was really difficult for me to figure out how to pivot. Like, the Mom's View was so a part of my online career and my online presence. It was kind of like, how do I, what do I create in this space, or where do I exist in this space now? Because for the past, literally, I didn't take my online career serious because I didn't know it existed until I met you ladies. When you all were like, no, I create content on YouTube. And I was like, but what is your job? Like, and y'all like, no, it's a job. I was like, this is a job? Like, are you serious? I could have been doing this as a job. Like, why didn't nobody tell me this by now? So for me, that was a huge, like, transition. Like, the Mom's View was why I felt comfortable having another child, because I had finally found a career that did not get interrupted by me having a baby. There was no interruption. I had the baby, I had the babies in 7 days. I came back and shot with you all again, because I knew my kids could be right there in the room beside me. So there was like, it was my first time of actually envisioning, like, oh, you can have it both. You can have the kids and you can still be a career woman. So when that went away, I was like, ooh, you didn't set yourself up, Angel. What are you going to do? So it took me a while to figure out how to pivot, how to find what Angel's voice looks like without the 4 other women that were a part of what I was doing with you all. So for the rest of you, and I know Colette exited before the Mom's View went. She knew something was coming down the ramp. So for those, just to kind of put people up to speed who are not aware of the Mom's View and what happened, Maker got bought by Disney. And so when Disney acquired Maker, Disney began to clean house, and anything that wasn't making a whole lot of money, they were cutting ties. So the Mom's View was a show and a channel that was being produced by Maker. So they were hiring the staff. We were hired contractors. Well, me and Shahrazad was. The other 3 ladies were part owners of the Mom's View. So when Disney came aboard, they were like, you ladies have done great, and we're done. So it was of no doing of our own, but we also, there was like, and these 3 women had moved to Los Angeles kind of for the to kind of, I guess, as best as they could, make the best opportunity out of being social media creators, but that was no longer necessary. Like, they could live wherever they wanted to and still create the content they wanted to create. So it kind of happened suddenly, but I mean, like, the stars were aligned. You knew it was getting ready to happen, but it just happened out of nowhere. So for the rest of you, like, what was the hardest thing about dealing with the Mom's View? And I know you ladies kept doing some of it in Idaho, Utah, or wherever, but what was the hardest thing about having it leave LA?
Oh man, that was such a hard time, because I remember kind of knowing that, we knew that the cell was happening, but didn't really know what was going to happen to the Mom's View. And so when, like, I think we only knew it like the day before, and it just made me sick, because I'm like, what the hell? Mm-hmm. Like, this is not okay. So I guess we're doing this. And I just didn't, I was really hopeful that we could still keep it together somehow. But Angel, I think you were a little bit more realistic. You were like, no, how is this going to work? And and it didn't work the way I wanted it to. But we did our best. Like, we brought it back to Idaho, Kaylee, Carly, and I, and, we did our best with it. And I mean, it still is our baby, you know, and it's still there, but it just like, it was gone. And it was like this time that we all shared together, and like, it was like losing sisterhood, you know. It wasn't just like, oh, this great show that was cool. It was like, this was our baby. And I was really hopeful that it would somehow work out better, but that it was almost like I had to grieve it. It's like, well, sometimes that happens, and I hope that someday we can do something again on the Mom's View all together. But yeah, it was just hard to watch it just crumble like that. And of course, I did not have any idea how hard it would be to do it on our own. It was really difficult because, you know, the Mom's View is the Mom's View because we're all moms. Like, we all have our children and we have different lives, and it was hard to keep that going.
Yeah.
It felt different too. You know, we, like Colette said, we really did try to keep it going, but it felt different. There were a lot of good things about the three of us being able to get different, but we missed you guys. And, you know, and our audience missed you. And just to have that feeling not there was hard. I was just thinking, something that is still hard for me is that we were so involved in each other's lives, and I learned so much from each of you, and we were on this journey of motherhood together. And to think that so many of us have had babies that we haven't been able to meet.
Right.
That breaks my heart because we were so involved. You know, when I had Winston, you guys were all right there. And, you know, when you had Idris and the twins, we were all so involved. And I just, it breaks my heart that I don't know your babies. Crazy. So yeah, that's something that's been hard.
What about you, Carly?
Oh man. I feel like it was a surprise to me as much as it was you, Angel. Like, I remember us being in the dressing room, and it was like this weird ominous feeling, and it was really hard because I feel like when we pitched this idea to get the Moms View up and going way before we ever started even filming, it felt like Kaylee, Colette, and I, like, we were all in on this, and like it was like our baby. But then it felt like, I don't know, I'm not trying to like bring out like skeletons, but I also felt like I was caught off guard, and like Colette knew before us, and it didn't start a fight between us, but it was like, wait, what? How did you not know this? And we all just kind of were like, I think for a moment we were all reacting out of fear and scrambling because it was so sensitive, and it just kind of felt like a rug got pulled out from all underneath us. And it's just so easy how funny, like, as soon as you start operating out of fear, you lose all rationale of like, okay, let's figure this out. Let's be logical. And I remember you and I, Angel, were in the dressing room and we're looking at each other and we're like, what the F is going on? The whole day. And then they waited till the end of the day to tell us. And then it was just kind of like I was a single mom. I didn't have anybody to rely on but myself. And I was sharing custody with my son's father, and we were flying back and forth from LA to Idaho every other 10 days. So it was a lot for me, and I just felt terrified. Like, what am I going to do now to provide? Because, you know, there was so much unknown. And I mean, I shortly met Jackson after, and it, you know, the universe always has a way of working itself out. But I remember in that moment of fear, just not knowing our next plan. And as like a person who's very planned and like likes to be in control, it felt very helpless and felt very much like, wait, what? We've been working so hard. All of us have poured so many like hours and energy and emotion and a lot of ourselves into this channel. And then all of a sudden Disney was just like, no, bye-bye. I just kind of felt like it was very, I will say, surprising, you know?
Sharzad, for you exited early. How was it for you, especially because we were still producing? I don't know how much longer we produced any episodes after you had left, but how was it for you to leave? Because you knew that something was getting ready to happen and you wanted to be able to jump on something that you felt like was going to be a better vehicle for you. But how was it for you to leave the Mom's View and then to also see it disappear?
Yeah, I mean, I remember at that time I was getting like recruited for this other network? I know you guys all know the person and the network and stuff. I don't even
Awestruck. I don't know why we're this.
Right. Awestruck was the network. The person we're talking about. I won't throw her name out there, but
Maria. Go ahead. What are we doing? It was Maria at Awestruck. She recruited.
Okay.
Let's get it.
So he was actively like recruiting me, telling me that the Mom's U's gonna go away. The Mom's U's gonna go away. This is your backup plan. This is your exit strategy. There's not gonna be a show anymore. Come be on this network. You will be a star. The whole song and dance. We'll pay you to join. You can blah 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 blah. All this stuff. We're gonna make you huge. I'm like, okay, well, at that time, I had brought so many ideas, I remember, to the Mom's View people that were higher up. Maria, about doing funnier stuff, travel stuff, pitching all the time. And Maria was always like, no, whatever, I'll talk to somebody else, blah, blah, blah. And then with this new network, she's like, all those ideas you have, they can happen here. Come here. And I was like, okay, well, I guess it's time. I don't know. I felt like I got some... it's hard to say. I'm not somebody who lives with like regret, but I remember very distinctly like the weeks and days, and especially the night before my last episode, having so much inner turmoil, like tossing and turning at night, anxious, irritable, not focused, not sure if I was making the right decision, and then getting there and second guessing every single thing and having so many thoughts like I should just say, nah, I want to stay. And I remember truly my physical reaction was like, don't go. But I had like maybe a little bit of stubbornness, and I was like, well, I already said I was going to leave, so I'm going to go try this new thing. And I, of course, I'm always excited by new opportunities. And so at that time I guess I ignored how my body was physically reacting to something. And it was the first time I felt like I should have paid more attention to my intuition, but whatever. I left. It was really emotional. It was such a bittersweet day for me. And then I remember being like really mad at myself for a while. I felt like I got shitty advice. I was told that I had to leave to do this. And then turns out I didn't have to leave because Angel did both. Meanwhile, Angel was doing both. And I was like, why the fuck was I told that I had to leave the Mom's View to be a part of Awestruck when every fucking other person in the world is getting to do both? Like, why? And I think I had anger towards Maria for a really, really long time. Even though, she didn't make that decision for me, I made it. So it was like, I was just projecting my anger on her because it felt like an easy target, because maybe I was a little bit mad at myself. But it was, then of course Awestruck blew up in my fucking face, and it was probably the karma that I deserved for abandoning and jumping ship. It was such a shitty network. I was treated like scum of the earth. I think I made like, $500 in the 2-3 months that I was there. I got out of my contract as quickly as I got in. I was like, I will get a lawyer because I am getting out of this shit. This is the most pathetic thing. You guys lied to me. I can prove it with emails that you completely got me here under false pretenses. And, I felt like I was like an idiot. I felt like I was made to look like a fool. And I have to say, it was the only time in my career thus far that I've really felt like somebody fucked me over. And as you can see, I'm still angry about it. Like, I've never felt like somebody's really just fucked with me before like that in a business perspective, and except that time. But I feel lucky that I found Susan, my partner in crime, to do so many things with. When I started with Mixed Makeup, that channel was such a little baby channel. But I'm really thankful for that, because it was nice to do something with somebody else. I'm not a one-woman show kind of girl. I'm a team kind of girl. I want to be part of a team. I don't like doing stuff alone. I hate being alone. I like a little recharge by myself every now and then, but when it comes to work, I want to be collaborative. I don't want to, so it, thanks for letting me vent. That like felt good. And I felt like I've harbored some anger towards myself for that decision. Anyways,
Let me,
how I've been.
yeah, and let me tell you, can you go ahead, Carly, and then I'll say what I was gonna say.
I feel like I feel like I always like say something and like, does that make sense? But like, just to clear the room, I don't feel like internally with all of us moms and all the cast, like none of us harbored hardship towards one another. It was just like when you are so surprised by such a huge emotional, physical like change in your life, especially like where we did pour a lot of emotional side into the moms do as well as like ours and whatever, it was scary. And it felt, we were mad at the network and we were mad at the like, the corporate America of like, let's just sell and be bigger. And it was about the money and it wasn't ever about the show and the, investment that they had made in us. And it felt personal, and it's hard because that's where you have to really separate business with emotions. And so turns out, I hope you know, like none of us ever held that against you. Like, I mean, if any of us, we always knew that you were on for bigger and better things. Like you came in burning that house down because that was your dream, is to just, live your creation out online. And so to me, I get it. If you're offered a bigger and better opportunity and it fits for you, like how could I hold that against you? I'm here to empower you to be your best damn self. And if that meant moving on, like, I just hope like I personally never had any like angst against that. I was sad that the moms you broke up, but that was never against any of you ladies.
To be completely honest, I wish I would have left soon after you left. Not because I didn't enjoy working with the ladies, but I felt like you got to leave with dignity, where I felt like I got fired. Like it was just like, and you're fired, and I stayed out of loyalty. So I hope that at least you had that. I mean, maybe you would have enjoyed being there the last day, and because at least they all had meetings because they had stake in the channel. There was no meeting for Angel. It was, hey girl, we ain't doing this no more. Just so you know, like there was no, the producers, let's sit down with Angel and let her understand that the show is not, it was the three women having to tell me. No one at Maker decided I was worth enough to say anything. So girl, at least you got to leave, though it might have been towards a lie, at least you got to leave on your own terms. And that's the one thing that I do regret, is that I made it a personal reason for me to stay. Like Carly said, it's difference between business and personal. I stayed because of my personal loyalty to these women and to the channel, but business wise, it was not smart for me to stay because it was not going to continue to go. And I mean, like Colette, I think I did have a little bit of optimism, like, no, there's going to be a way to make it work. But once it got put in my face of, oh no, it's not being shot here, I was like, I ain't coming to Idaho, y'all. Y'all know I'm not coming to Idaho. Now I was like, y'all might get me there once, but y'all ain't about to get me there multiple times a month. I got 3 kids. I was like, how's this gonna work? So no, I do feel like I remember during that time, Sharzad, I remember the conversations, the many conversations we would have in the way you felt. And I understand exactly how you felt, but I will say, being on the other side of the coin, you got to leave with your head held high. Now, granted, Awestruck did what they did, but I think a lot of not to keep on Awestruck, I don't think anybody really knew what was going on over at Awestruck. So I think they were selling dreams of what they thought was going to happen, and then seeing that none of that was going to be able to come to fruition. But off Awestruck, because that's not where we were at.
They're gone anyway. Yeah.
We were at the Mom's View. Okay, if there's anything on the show that you wish that we would have did on that channel that we didn't get to do, what is that one thing that you're just like, I wish we would have did this. It would have been so fun if we would have just had like one more month together. We could have pulled this off. What would it have been?
I wish we got to travel together more, like a road trip with all of us, like in a big RV or like a big van, and just go do some fun stuff together. I was always pitching a travel show for us.
Yes,
I would, like every other month I was like, I have a travel show idea, guys. We'll all travel and you pay for it. How does that sound?
Right.
Yeah. I wish we got to do that.
That would have been fun.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody else?
Heck yeah. I totally would have been there. I would have loved that. I really want to see how your idea of the Real Housewives would have played out. That's what I would want to see. Because that was so much fun. Because you had me playing this badass, you know, and I loved it. And I was like, that's me. That's the real me.
We lost Kaylee, right? I'm not losing my mind. We did lose her.
No, we lost Kaylee.
Oh, no, did she leave?
She'll probably come back in. She'll come back in. And she'll come back in. She'll just have to request to come back in.
I'll just tell her to rejoin.
Carly, what's one thing?
I was texting Kaylee, sorry.
Oh, she's texting. You know what? I wish we would have been able to throw you a baby shower.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, yes.
It was the best freaking bridal shower. We like got done filming and we walked out. And there was balloons and cupcakes and fake champagne.
I know.
That was really like, because we're all here, we're going to have an honest moment and it's going to make me cry. But I feel like for a long time, I really struggled to like feel like I fit in, which sounds like so crazy because I was always looped in as like the sister with Kaylee and Colette. But I just felt like no one really ever took me seriously. And I think maybe because I didn't take myself seriously of where I was at in my life, like everyone else was married and they had this like foundation to like ground them. And I feel like I just maybe always came across as like this single mom trying to figure it out. And so I think I held that against myself. And I wish that I would have advocated stronger for myself and like what I had to bring to the table. I feel like I really held myself back and I always use like inappropriate humor as a buffer to make myself feel comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like that translates as like people don't take me seriously, you know, because I was afraid to show a lot of what I had gone through. But I look back and I'm like, I'm a fucking great person and a great woman and I had a lot to offer. And I just feel like I was always kind of looped into the sisterhood, and Kaylee and Colette are like literally angels, and I felt like I was always supposed to live up to like who they were, and I was afraid to just kind of separate myself and be my own person. And that's not anyone else's fault but my own. But I just think that like, you know, when you're new on the internet and you're presenting your life out there, it's hard not to feel that pressure to appeal to the masses. But I wish now, knowing what I know now and now what I'm putting out on the internet, I feel like I wish I just would have been more true to myself and what I do have to offer. And because I loved every freaking thing that we did. Like everyone had such a unique presence to bring. And I just really struggled feeling like I ever even belonged or like I should be on the show. Every time I showed up to set, I just felt inferior to all of you. I'm like, I don't even deserve to be on the show with these women. So looking back, I don't know. I just wish I would have gave myself more grace and, you know, just felt like I was a part of it all.
Yeah. I'm so sorry you felt that way.
Yeah, you are so amazing. And I remember every time just feeling like I loved what you brought to the Moms U. And it breaks my heart that you felt that way, but you didn't come across that way to me. I feel like you added so much to the show. It wouldn't have been the same without you.
Yeah, like it wasn't the wives' view, it was the mom's view. And you
right.
had a kid. You were living life as a mom. I'm sorry, I am sorry that you felt that way. Because I definitely, from my perspective, did not see you as inferior at all. I thought your body was amazing and that I needed to work out with you, but that's about
that's true.
that's about it. Kaylee, what is one thing you wish we could have done while the Mom's View was in production?
Oh, I'm trying to think back. You know, when we started the Mom's View, my biggest thing was connecting with other moms. I did that when I became a mom. And so the Mom's View talk show was my number one, what I thought about, and I'm trying to think of anything that I wanted to do outside of that. I felt like everything else was a bonus. And I'm trying to think back, you guys. My memory is gone. And
it's all good.
I can't remember anything, but
Mom,
you know, that was a big thing. Oh my gosh, 4 kids, four did me in for sure. But yeah, I loved everything we did. I really did. I don't look back on the Moms U with any regrets or wishes other than I wish it was still happening.
Yeah.
Sorry, I got cut out, so I don't know what everyone else said.
Well, Carly gave us a little confession about how she felt being a part of the show. That just was just the devil in her head.
Devil in her head. Wait, you didn't say, Angel?
I don't know.
Is there like a series? I mean, I know you guys liked music.
Yeah, I just wanted to be able, I wanted to be able to do, like the Mom's View, the talk show was fun. Like it was always fun to be able to ping pong against, like with you guys, like Sharzad bringing up the topic and then all of us having our point of views and just like being able to bring hopefully like a funny but real perspective on it. So that was always fun, like just being able to just be like, and this is what I think on that. But I do wish there was more things that allowed us to have like, I guess more of a discovery. We were in a very like sedentary like type of situation. Like I wish we got to do more things that allowed us to be put in situations for us to have more discoveries. Like almost like, you know how people go on team building retreats and stuff like that. Like stuff that allowed us to make more discoveries about ourselves and not so much talking about something, but like actually doing something to discover more of who we are and who we are as like a group of friends doing it. So that's probably one thing, because I do feel like while we were all friends, there was still something just a smidge superficial about it. Like just because we had to keep it G-rated. You know what I'm saying? We had kids watching. We had to keep the topics from being too polarizing because we didn't want to turn off fans. So I feel like in a real friendship, you know what I'm saying, you can talk about anything. And it wasn't like we had a lot of time off air to talk because, you know, you all were traveling. We all had kids. We all had lives. So it wasn't like we had a lot of downtime to just kick it with each other and make those deeper connections. So I wish the show would have given us those opportunities to like see the discoveries, to make, like I said, being able to see Colette after the fact and see her journey. And then just even hearing the tiny bit that Kaylee just gave us, in my head, I'm like, okay, Kaylee done been on a journey that I didn't miss the whole thing, because obviously we're not putting every single thing out here on YouTube. This is just not, it's not what any of us, I think, have ever been out here wanting to do, is just take it all, you get all of it. So as friends though, as people that actually have love for each other, that care about each other, I wish we would have been given more opportunities for us to be able to make deeper connections and learn more about ourselves. Because I think that would have also been helpful to the audience. Like I didn't, you know, I felt like we had to present this one thing. Granted, we're all very different, like all of us, so different. So people were able to see parts of themselves in each of us, but I feel like there were so many more layers that I feel like they deserve to be able to see, just so they could understand like the crap they're going through in life, and no, they're not the only ones. Like it's not just about who wore something really cute or some other random thing that we talked about on the couch, or lotion pants. It is also it is also,
I did feel like going into it, I had this like list of like things that I should talk about, or things that you should say and things you shouldn't say, and topics we shouldn't mention. And I agree. I wish that we would have just done it anyways.
Yeah.
Guys, I feel like we need to pitch this like rebirth to Quibi or something, because they're doing a lot of like 10-minute short form content. Other people produce it and we're just on Quibi, and then you know, other people download it and it's like $10 a month.
It is nice to just be the talent. Golly,
that's all I want to do. I hate everything else. I hate it. I don't want to upload. I don't want to do fucking SEO. If I hear S and O together, I'm gonna punch somebody in the throat. Stop it.
Okay, so let's end it with, I'm trying to think, How did we used to end the shows before? I don't remember.
Thank you so much for watching the Moms You. Be sure to subscribe to our channel, like this video, and give us a comment. Let us know what you want us to talk about next week. Bye.
I was going to say, and can we do this? Let's do one quick takeaway from this, and then we'll for real end it. What's one quick takeaway? Sharzad, give it to me.
Takeaway from this conversation that we just had.
This reunion.
Conversation, I feel lighter. Like, I'm so happy that I got to see you guys all separately for my podcast, and that we all got to do this together, because I felt like even on my podcast, I was like, wait, I want more. And, I miss you guys. And I feel like, this is just making me miss you even more, but it feels really, really, really good to reconnect and to remind myself that I wasn't just imagining this amazing job, that it was real, that you guys were all real, and we had a good ride together. And I want to get back on the ride.
Yes. Oh, and go ahead and plug, while we're doing this, go ahead and plug your social media and your podcast too.
It's just all Sharzad Kiade, and then the podcast is Fam for All Moms. Easy. Not really doing anything else on YouTube.
Colette, let them know what's going on.
Okay, my one big takeaway from this is that we were pretty much amazing, but if we got together and did the Moms View again, like, I think that we would be unstoppable. Just saying.
I have chills.
Just saying.
Anybody else have chills? Yeah.
Tell me, and now where can they follow you, because you changed it?
Yep, it's Colette Katie, but Katie with an I, so Kati. And it's on YouTube. I haven't posted for a while, but I'm on Instagram right now, Facebook, and there will be YouTube content soon. Yeah, I've already filmed some music stuff, so
get it. All right, Carly.
Okay, the one takeaway. I think just truly standing with other women and like learning to let their power be like on this equal standing ground. Like, I really have, like, the last like couple of years, I feel like my channels kind of transitioned more into just empowering women to find and be and live and accept their truest best selves. And I knew that when I was with you guys, like, I felt that, but like, just seeing you guys again, I'm just like, I miss that. They say you are who the people you hang out with the most. And I just miss being around such powerful, inspiring women. And I just miss linking arms with you. And like, you teach me so much about myself and life. And I just think like sometimes women can be competitive, but I think it's so important that we like just let one another inspire each other and like, link arms and, just run toward your goals together. And I miss you guys. And I miss that feeling that we would get after a show. It felt like it felt like a therapy session. Like, I should write you all checks or something. Like, what do I owe you for that? But anyways, I love you. Thank you for having us on. I'm just at Carly Styles, and I actually started a new Instagram called Carly Styles Beauty, and I do a lot of like trying to be like Sharzad, basically. Trying out teaching about makeup and products, and I'm a beauty junkie. So Carly Styles and then Carly Styles Beauty.
Yes. And Kaylee?
Just kind of going off of what Carly said, the power that I felt from this group, I remember never thinking, what is my place when I was with you guys? Because I always felt like I had a place in this group because you guys made me feel that way. And I think, just getting us all back together, I can see so much growth in each of us, which is incredible to see. Like, I'm so happy, and I feel like there's a lot of more self-love. There's a lot of knowing who we are as individuals, and to see us all together just makes me so happy. And I love watching each of you and seeing you grow. And I really do hope that we can at least be in the same room doing something.
And tell them where they can follow you, Kaylee.
Yeah, I'm on everywhere. Just Hey Kaylee.
Hey Kaylee. My one takeaway is that everybody here is like a 2.0 version of themselves from the last time we were all together. And that's so great to know, like, everybody is on a journey of growth and it's all going in the right direction. And I agree. I feel like the Mom's View 2.0, actually it would be 3.0 because this would have been the third time I guess it would have came back, would be out of this world, just because I think we're all way more confident in ourselves and in our journeys. And also, like to piggyback off of what Carly said, we also are giving ourselves grace that I don't think we would have given ourselves before. We were more so like, I gotta do this, I gotta be this, I can't show this, I can't do that. And now we're just like, well, you're gonna get whatever you get today. All right, that's all I got to give you. I'm not about to have to manufacture a whole bunch of stuff just to appease somebody today. I don't have it. And I really feel like that is what the world needs. That's what a lot of moms need. They need just, and that's, and that is why we have mommy confessions, is because I want us to be able to just keep it real. We got to have no pretenses. If we feeling upset about something, if you feeling left out, if you feeling like you were got fucked, if you feeling like, yo, I am a phoenix rising up out of these ashes and rebirthed, if you feeling like you've had a journey of mental and physical health that has just had you at a place where you're glad you're having to woosah, that should be something that we should be allowed to talk about, and a forum should be created for that. So you guys, thank you so much for participating in this very special episode. I completely forgot to have you all do confessions at the beginning, but it doesn't matter. We confessed enough today. You can follow me at that on every platform. This podcast goes up every Thursday. So please, if you're listening to it on Apple Podcasts, please rate and review it. It makes us more discoverable. And if you're watching it on either YouTube or Facebook, make sure you are following and subscribing and sharing it. So until next time, you all be blessed. Bye.
Thank you, Angel.
Thank you, Angel.
That chick Angel.